Dad, 39 years. That's so long. I'm only 31. Am I 31? Oh crap, I'm 32. Am I 32? Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, I haven't even been on this earth long enough to realize how long that really is. That's pretty amazing. But I'm so bummed that I can't be there to celebrate with you today. It's been a long time coming. But on that note, I want to tell you that it's pretty much your fault why I can't be there. You know I'm in St. Louis doing another show, Spam-A-Lot. I just started rehearsals yesterday, and you pushed me into musical theater. A lot of people might not see it that way, but I knew better. And it blows my mind that I am the only one out of Erica, Ty, and I that went into this field, because you have been teaching us our entire lives, life lessons, but I saw right through them. Well, I can now. Hindsight's 20/20. They were clearly meant to motivate and manipulate us into choosing a life on the stage. I mean, they say in musical theater you have to be a triple threat. Triple threat. Sing, dance, and act. You got to do that in order to make it. Well, you covered all the bases, Dad. Nice work. First threat. Singing. A lot of people look at musical theater as not a viable art form because it's pretty unbelievable that people would just bust out into song when they're just talking to somebody in the middle of a conversation. But I witnessed you all my life. Didn't matter where we were. If you were chauffeuring us back and forth from one of the hundreds of extracurricular activities, thanks by the way, that we were in, or if we were doing yard work out in the back on Labor Day weekend like we did as a family for so many years, or just sitting around the dinner table, if there was a phrase someone said, or even one word that remotely resembled any sort of song that you knew, which mostly no one else had ever even heard of, you wouldn't hesitate to bust out into song like, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening. Lesson learned. Yeah. Or number two, threat number two, singing and dancing. Dancing. I'm not gonna lie, no one would describe you as Baryshnikov. I don't know if anybody's really ever seen you dance. I have, on the other hand. You taught us from a very young age that in order to get the job done, it's all right for a man to dance around. It's almost important, needs to happen. Because every fall, for the majority of our lives, growing up, every fall you would bust out your dancing shoes and perform some of the most outrageous athletic moves I have ever seen, up and down the sidelines of the Sentinel freshman football field. I mean, there are few things in the world that could make a man of your size jeter higher than watching one of your guys intercept the ball and run it in for 6 points. I mean, it blew my mind. And I'm not gonna lie, Dad, those coaching shorts are tighter than I have ever seen any costume that I've ever been in. Anyway, lesson learned. Number 3, acting. You taught us, all of us kids, to be trustworthy and honest in life. And those are 2 words that someone could easily use to describe you. And I really hope that when I retire, when the time comes, someone would be able to say that about me. But you instilled in us the idea that it's okay to dress up, pretend, basically lie, and say that you are somebody else, as long as it made people laugh and was for entertaining purposes. Because on numerous occasions, I remember you donning a ballet tutu and dancing around like you were a prima ballerina in the Bolshoi of Russia in front of a crowd of cheering young life kids. I mean, no child could unlearn a lesson like that. Believe me, I've tried. It's in my memory. Lesson 3, learned. Congrats, Dad, you covered all the bases. But, on a serious note, today marks the end of your professional teaching career. 8,000 students. You've touched every one of them. And although you won't be doing it from Sentinel on the 2nd floor in room 242, we all know you'll be teaching us for a long time. But please, can't you just make it the Reader's Digest version, because you're a little long-winded sometimes. I love you. Congrats, Dad.